Yep, and spawning on the left hand side we have the good old Goat Gaming Curse Fury on the ATC. Lex Uther not playing Uther, he's on the Malfurion. Base drop on the Jaina, Equinox on Kerrigan, and Pith on the Tassadar.
Alright, and starting in the top lane on the right side, Kimmo will be playing that Rhaegar this time. Nick will be once again on that Uther LZ Gamer going back to the Vol this time. Caterpillar playing Stitches once again, and in the bottom Zuna will be playing on the Zagara.
Yep, as we're going to see the teams go towards this watchtower to start things off. Even Tassadar's joining them, but it does mean Zagara gets an early push off down there. And Equinox, this is where Kerrigan can kind of shine. Jumping in, and especially that confined space there where we see Curse Fury. And now Equinox, such a great place to grab someone using the claw. But these roaches doing their job, just getting rid of some ammo. That's 4 bullets lost from those towers.
Pretty much, Tornado saw it, they just backed off. Nick decided he didn't like that tower, so he destroyed it. And when it comes down to it, looks like Tesla was able to make it just in enough time, despite losing a little bit of tower armor. Looks like, wow, Equinox is going to jump on the Kimmo right here. They do have a roam squad coming in. Will they be able to pick him up? Looks like they will be able to.
Wow.
The Bush of Death.
Yeah, so that's a nice way to start things off. This Kerrigan roam squad with Jaina, but the problem with this is they are very squishy. They're going to now grab control of the vision back for themselves. And now rotate towards this mid lane, sitting in this brush. Both targets pretty hard to kill. Valor, of course, can vault away. Uther has all of his heals. So we're going to need to be extremely careful as they do gank this lane, especially if they get CC'd up, if they were to go under tower. But it's shrine time, 1 minute 18 in. The shrine's going to be up in 10 seconds. But what is this from Equinox? They're going to try and get onto Zuna.
So, interesting enough, it looks like they are going to be able to hit it. They will be able to pick up the kill on the Zuna. And it forces Nick down to the bottom here. He's most likely just going to run back up. But they are... No, it looks like they're just going to go ahead and capture vision right now. Both shrines haven't been even contested yet, so... Really interesting to see what both teams do. Looks like Goat Gaming's finally going to... Maybe, not really. Yes, they will finally pick up this middle shrine here as Malfurion's running back and forth. But Zuna means he will come in here. We do have all 5 members of the tornado side up in this middle and middle and top one, but Zuna actually getting caught out here. Equinox taking a lot of damage, but not enough, as they will be able to pick up the kill on Zuna. So it is a 4 level 2, level 3 advantage here inside Goat Gaming. Goat are going to go ahead and pick this back up once again, but we do have Rhaegar in the top going ahead and taking more than half of that. He's only has a couple of shots left in the top of it. And Goat Gaming has backed off as they finally got a kill on Stitches, but they once again have lost control over the shrine.
Yeah, they have, and now with the level 4 talents, this is double in Venom coming out from the roam squad. As if it wasn't dangerous enough and threatening enough, they've now added 360 damage to their lineup, which is essentially, what, a quarter of LZ's health on the Valor? Sounds about right. As now that, speaking of LZ Gamer, they're going to go straight for him, double stun.
So Equinox able to get it, no real follow-up. The Caterpillar will miss that hook though. Zuna taking a bit of damage, LZ Gamer having to get out. The boss has spawned, so they'll have to be careful not to pull that. They do make sure they do that. And really interesting, we had 2 members come down to the bottom. Looks like they're going ahead and might get set up for this. No, Zuna's going to be the only one down. We do have a couple of the camps being taken for the side of Tornado. They're going to go ahead and pick up their easy camp. And we do have Kimba in a bit of a bad situation, like Roam Squad once again going to work, and they're going to pick up another kill.
Yeah, as this is what you really expect from your Roam Squad, as they're now going to gain vision back for themselves yet again here. As now they turn their attention to the mid lane to try and maybe grab LZ Gamer, who's actually pushed pretty far up, but instead they're going to rotate down and take their easy camp, it seems. They may want to get rid of some of the creep vision here though, just to help them out.
And so what I really like about this Roam Squad is they've been able to pick off the targets they absolutely need to. They've been able to pick off Kimma on the top and Zuna in the bottom, which means that at this time they start losing experience. The Tornado Squad ends up losing experience, and it just means the gap is going to increase farther and farther. The kills themselves may not grant as much, but they get so much more experience due to killing the solo lanes and forcing other people to move to those lanes.
Yeah, but speaking of killing solo lanes, Zuna is very pushed up here. He has a lot of creep spread though, and it's starting to make its way on to the shrine as well, which will spell disaster once the next shrine
Equinox.
comes up. They need to clear this one as quickly as they can.
Equinox looked like he wanted to try to move around to the other side, ended up not in the end, but just shows the strength that they have right now. If they were able to do that, of course it would have forced them off and the shrine would have been open. We do have a bit of a hard camp battle at the top here as Kimba and Curse are kind of duking it out, trying to see who can get the upper hand with their camp. In the bottom though, we do have a majority of the members of Tornado making their way down. Malfurion's going to try to join the fray. Equinox coming out, is able to get the stun on, nope, he is not. Onto Zuna there, it looks like it was actually cleansed out by Nick, which is very good there. Equinox is going to get hooked in, has to jump out onto one of the minions, but LZ Gamer might be the next focus. Nick, in the end, is going to be able to tank up a lot of those. That healing ward actually doing a good bit of keeping everybody alive, and looks like they're going to chase onto Lex Uther. Chris Fury and Kimo have made their way down. Kimo trying to do his best to get on Lex Uther, but LZ Gamer will be the first one to fall in this fight. Nick taken dangerously low. Will he die? Yes, he will. Kimo also very low health. Zuna going in way far. He's going to end up getting killed too. It will be a 4-for-0 in the favor of Goat Gaming, and they are really flexing this game.
Yeah, this Equinox he's been landing the stuns. He forced the cleanse out really early on in that once he grabbed onto Zuna, and now they're going to capitalize on this 4th row. They're going to get a good number of tower shots off here from the shrine, and most likely take the first fort of the game should they follow up here with this push. They have Lex Uther, they have base drop, they have Curse Fury here as well, so they certainly can get some map pressure down as they've now hit level 10 as well, and they could really snowball their lead from here on out.
Yep. Level 10 has been acquired by Goat Gaming, so they will have that in case they do need to fight. We do have the Water Elemental coming out for the Jaina, Archon being picked up for Tassadar, undecided yet for ETC, Maelstrom actually being picked up for the Zagara, or for Kerrigan this time, and Tranquility being picked up for Malfurion. So we do see the battle momentum actually being picked up, as you said last time. You were talking about how the battle momentum should be picked up if they take the Maelstrom. Of course, that will help out a lot, especially with the amount of work Equinox has been doing this whole entire game.
Yeah, and of course, usually you see Fury of the Swarm alongside it, but they went for some early damage, and it really did work out with them in the Envenom. Pithex is the one getting hooked here. He's going to be able to dimensional shift away from this one, and they could really try and grab a great engage off, but the fast sight from Rhaegar is going to be stopping that one.
Level 10 has also been picked up for the side of Tornado's Future Ball coming out for Stitches, and Social Healing being picked up for the Rhaegar. Actually looks like there might be a little bit of a fight, so see what each team decides to do. They're trying to get on the Kimmo right there. Will they be able to get the stun? Nope. LZ Gamer is going to get picked up by Curse Fury though. Will they be able to turn on him? Pithex trying to do whatever they can. We do have a 2-man maul coming out. Will they be able to turn on this though? Caterpillar trying to get over there. The boss doing a lot of damage. Also base drops will get dropped right there. Chris Fury does have a 4-man mosh though. Will he be able to pick up anyone? The boss is helping out. Caterpillar is going to be picked up too in the end. Nope. We do have Ancestry Healing coming out, but it will mean the death of Uther. Lex Uther is chasing off Kimma over there, and what will they decide to do? The boss is being fought here. 4 members are up for the side of Go Gaming, while only 2 are up for the side of Tornado, but they're going in. Lex Uther is really low. He'll be picked up from the boss right there. Zuna trying to go into the other side, trying to make sure Equinox can't get on top of him. Equinox has no mana, but probably just enough to get a stun out. The boss is fighting. Both teams are trying to get us. They don't want it to reset. They want to be able to pick it up 3-on-3, but both members are up for the side of Tornado, whereas one is still down. Will they be able to get a jump onto it? It's so low. Can they get in? Caterpillar has to get in there if they want to be able to pick up the boss. They'll be able to get the kill on the Caterpillar.
They got it! They got it!
They have picked it up, and it will mean the fall of Zuna. Also, Kerrigan has been killed. Will they be able to get Pithex? Pithex is trying to do whatever he can. He will be able to live in the end. And a huge fight around that boss goes in the favor of Go Gaming. Everything is just going their way this game. That was an amazing fight by them, and now they have the boss pushing down while 2 shrines are up.
Yeah, but we're going to have Malfurion grab 1 shrine. Curse Fury and base drop take away this siege camp. And I'm surprised they're not splitting things up, especially towards this bot lane, considering they do have this bot lane pushing out. So they have complete vision of everything that would come towards them. But instead, I guess they want to keep their attention as a 5-man. Focus on these 5v5 team fights that are going to come in here, as we see Caterpillar and Zuna trying to force Goat Gaming away from this one. They've already got about half of the shots, but they're looking to grab more before they rotate down towards the bot lane. In fact, neither team is really happy with the bot lane just yet. Boss still doing work alongside the 4 siege giants. This keep is going to stay around 50% HP as they're still taking shots from this mid shrine. Then it's now going towards top. If they were now to go and contest bot, they would guarantee themselves top 4, as these last 5 shots are going to go off. Pew 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 pew.
Yep.
And now it's bot lane.
So interesting enough, but we do have the level 14 talents are picked up for Go Games, so if they do get in a fight, they will have a bit of an advantage here. We do have the hook on the Equinox. Will they be able to burst Equinox down in enough time? We do have the Shake coming out. A 3-man Maul being picked up is huge. Chris Free though, 3-man Mosh Pit is going to be able to help turn the tides for Goat Gaming. They'll be able to pick up Nick right there. Caterpillar looks like might be the next focus. The Ancestral Healing will be popped off onto him though. Kima though in a bad position, but Equinox getting hooked out. Is it enough? We do have the 3-man Grasp is going to help pick up the kill on LZ Gamer. Zuna will be the next one. Caterpillar in a bad position. They will finally pick up Kima in the bottom there, and Caterpillar just doing his best to try to stall out time, but will be picked up. It looks like they're just going to move on to this fort, or this keep right here, which is about 50% health. At the top, they did lose the other fort, which is in the top here due to this lane. So, huge fight for Goat Gaming in this map. Just every fight going their way. They're playing it beautifully, and Tornado, for the first time we've seen, just on the back foot here, just not really knowing what they can do and just really can't do much of anything.
Yep, as the first keep now has fallen for the side of Tornado. This really does just give so much map control to Goat Gaming, as now it's going to be bot lane, where they're just going to be taking more shots away from this shrine. It's going to go towards these mid towers. The first one is going to fall very shortly.
Looking into this game, I think a lot, the mauls are on point. The only problem is so are the mosh pits. So the mauls will go down, but unfortunately it seems like 3 or 4 men will always end up being picked up by these mosh pits. So Curse Free is just really doing a good job this game, making sure that despite, you know, what Zuna is able to do with that, he's able to counter it, and there's no real good way to interrupt that once it starts. The maul goes down on the 3 members, so it means it can't be used on the ETC. What now can Tornado do to stop these mosh pits? These mosh pits are landing, and they're really having a hard time against them.
Yeah, they really are. They've been the keys in these fights, and now 16 to 14. You'd really think that Goat Gaming are going to be looking to actually take and engage on their terms, but instead they're just happy to wait it out because they know that Tornado really can't contest anything that they go for. The hard camp of their own is up in 1 minute. Their easy camp's up in 2. And as for Merc camps on the map, that's about it. So it's just about soaking the XP and keeping the XP lead that they currently have.
Tornado just trying to find a way back in this. All they can do is just hope for a really good hook that they're able to burst on the target quick enough. Unfortunately, they don't have the Jaina this time or the Tyrande to help with that. So they're just going to have to really hope that Goat just makes a really bad mistake for some reason. And this whole game, they just haven't. They've been moving around as a team. That's all they need to do. If they continue to do that, Tornado is going to have a really rough time, if not an impossible chance to get back in this game.
Yeah, they're going to be relying on Caterpillar here though, as Equinox looking like he wants to face check. The hook is not good, and this now spells the engage for Curse Fury.
Caterpillar does have to get that Divine Shield on him. Will he be able to do enough though? The Bile has been popped and he is doing a good job. We do have Equinox being picked up by that mob, but that means that Zuna is going to be forced out of the fight. Equinox is going to jump straight back in on the Caterpillar. Caterpillar is going to be able to get popped up, but a 2-man Maul is going to help secure the kill on the Caterpillar right here. Will he be able to get out? Nope, he will not. And Equinox looks like he's going to try to be the focus, but Nick going in a little too hard. They have pulled that boss and is going to push a couple of them up, but Nick will be taken down. It will be a 2-for-0 in favor of Goat Gaming.
Yep, as now this is going to be their boss, and they could, in theory, push to win with it as well. They don't need any temples once they have this boss pushing, doing damage onto the core, especially when you consider that Vala, Zagara and Rhaegar are all going to this top shrine, as the CV or the Farsight goes out just to spot the movement. And in fact, it's going to be all 5 members moving up here as well, trying to grab this shrine.
And right now the rotation of Tornado just shows that they have to go down to this boss. They have to try to defend against it, but even losing it, maybe they might be able to pick up a couple of these shots from the bottom shrine. At the same time though, this boss has nowhere to go except for the core.
Yep, and they're going to need to do as much damage as they can. Rhaegar meanwhile still grabbing this this bot shrine. And in This bot lane, I mean, this boss will barely get rid of the shield, I don't think. They're actually doing a good job of defending it, but they are losing their buildings elsewhere on the map. This top tower here is going to fall, then it will be the fountain to go next.
And
As Tassadar staying on there.
Kima has been forced off of that bottom one, which means there will be more shots raining down onto the side of Tornado. And with the boss down, they do have the top is going to be pushed onto them. This keep is taking a bit of damage, and it won't be enough to take it down, but it's just another step closer to getting to that core.
Yeah, it will be, as these both these siege camps are now up.
Equinox actually taken really low. He is going to get picked up there, but we do have a really good stun up onto a couple of them. Are they going to be able to pick it up? Kimma and Nick have gone down. Kimma's going to be the next one to fall, and despite getting that kill on the Equinox, just not enough, of too little too late for the side of Tornado, and they just can't really follow up with it. Having 3 members go down. LZ Gamer really low. He might get stunned up. Lex Luthor actually being hooked. Good hook by Caterpillar, but once again, too little too late. They're going to move straight onto this court right here. They know they've won the game, and not really much Tornado can do. Caterpillar trying to zone them out with that Putrid Bile. All it's really going to do is just be a little bit of annoyance. They're going to be able to get him dangerously low. They won't be able to pick up the kill as he gets out. LZ Gamer trying to force some stuff out, but it looks like it will be GG here as they go straight onto this core. The hook landing on Lex Luthor, but can't take him through the core. One man ball coming out of Zuna. Will they be able to get some damage? LC Gamer actually getting picked up right there by Curse Fury. They're going to pick up an easy kill. Malfurion actually dying though, so it is a good little 1-for-1 trade, but unfortunately you can't trade the core, so GG to Go Gaming for actually bringing it back.
Yeah, so unlike in EU, that was a 2-0 win for Team Tomorrow Big over Team Acer. We're going to see a third game here as Go Gaming really knew what they were doing on Sky Temple, and now we're going to be going into Game 3. This is now essentially a best of 1. The game has been wiped. The score is clean. And it's now just essentially a best of 1 like the other stages of the tournament. Guys, we're going to take a quick break, and I will refresh the stream because I know I'm lagging. I'm dropping frames left, right and centre on OBS. My CPU really isn't liking it right now. It doesn't like the fact I've been streaming for 11 hours now. So I'm just going to restart that one quickly, and we'll be back very shortly. See you in a bit.